If you're looking for a used vehicle in the Chicagoland area, North Naperville Autos is your one-stop shop for quality pre-owned cars. Stop in and visit or browse their inventory online at www.northnapervilleautos.com. Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I am driving a 2005 Mitsubishi Lancer ES. Up front is a 2.0 liter inline 4 and down below is a 5-speed manual transmission. Now I am super excited to be driving this here Lancer for two main reasons. First of all, I've done the hopped up performance version, the Evo from 2005, and that car was absolutely amazing. So it's exciting to see the other side of the spectrum. The other reason I'm excited to be driving this car is because back in the day, 2016, I was all set and lined up to buy almost this exact car. However, I took it to the mechanic and it had some severe rust issues, so I didn't end up purchasing it. So today I get to step 7 years into the past and see what my life would have been like had I gone through with purchasing that car. But before we get on to anything else, I have a website, zackpradle.com, where you can buy stickers and other merchandise when it becomes available. You can also submit your own vehicle to be reviewed by me through a quick and easy submission form, and you get a video of your car just like the one I'm filming now. And you can read my behind the scenes blog to see what I'm filming before it comes out on the channel. But let's get back to that 2-liter under the hood. Now, it is not the famed 4G63 that came in other Lancers. The Evo came with the 4G63 turbo and was an amazingly powerful, crazy turbocharged monster. Well, this is actually the 4G94, which makes about 120 horsepower. It's nothing too crazy. This is an economy car for all intents and purposes. So from here on out, we're gonna be reviewing it as such. It makes an okay amount of power, but nothing really too crazy. Like I said, paired to it is that 5-speed manual transmission, one of the main drawing points of this Lancer to me, and I really, really love the transmission. First of all, the shifter itself is very clicky, very poignant, and I like that a lot. As well as the clutch is also nice and light. It's very forgiving, it's very welcoming, and it's exactly what I expect out of a nice Japanese car. You know, the Japanese have always done manual shifters pretty dang good. You'd be hard pressed to find a Japanese shifter from the last 30 years that isn't that good. America can't say the same, but Japan has always really nailed it, and I really, really, truly feel that here. I'm very comfortable with this manual transmission, even though I've only driven it here this morning. Last but not least, of course, the Lancer ES is front-wheel drive. So with that stuff out of the way, let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have a very simple gauge cluster. On the left is my tachometer, in the center is the speedometer, and on the right is the coolant temperature and fuel. I also do get a little digital odometer and trip odometer down at the bottom. The steering wheel is bubbly and plain. I do have the nice Mitsubishi logo in the center, but I don't have any stalks or anything behind it. I don't get cruise control or anything like that, but I do have a horn, and that's about it. Off to the left, I do have my power mirror adjustments, as well as a climate control vent, gauge dimmer switches down below, and then you'll actually find the gas cap and trunk release down on the floor. Again, a very Japanese thing to do. Moving on to the door, I have my latch to get in and out, power locks, and my power windows. Moving into the center, I get a little digital clock, as well as my hazard switch and 2 climate control vents. Then I have a very, very small radio. This is nothing crazy, although it does get a CD player, which for 2005 is decent, I guess. And then I get simple climate controls. Temperature off to the left, fan speed in the middle, and where to send it off to the right. Then I get a really big cubby that's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I feel like they could have given us a bigger radio in return for a smaller cubby, but that's okay. And then moving on to the center console. Big cigarette lighter and ashtray in case I want that. And then the shifter itself. The shifter I've always thought looked like a baseball. Even the one I was planning to buy looked like a baseball. I kind of find that funny, but like I said, has great shifter feel. I'm really, really thoroughly enjoying it. And I think it looks presentable, although you do see some Mitsubishi wear and tear on it. Mitsubishi interiors don't hold up that well, and That's been clear throughout this video. Then I do have a handbrake and cup holders, so we will do a big friggin' bottle test. And the front one is a little too small, but the rear one actually holds the big friggin' bottle in place, and I can take a corner without it falling over. So I give the 2005 Mitsubishi Lancer ES a pass on the big friggin' bottle test. Then we gotta talk about the seats. This is the ES, so it's nothing really too interesting, and it has these cloth seats. They're decently comfortable, they do the job. I'm not quite in love with them. When I move into my next house, do I want them as living room furniture? Not quite, but that's okay. Speaking of seats, however, we do have back seats, so let's go do a back seat review. All right, so we're in the back of the 2005 Mitsubishi Lancer ES, and I get no amenities back here. You get more amenities at a Red Roof Inn hotel. I mean, there's really nothing. I have power windows and an ashtray, and that's it. Something also to note back here is that there are a couple differences in how materials have aged. Look at these window switches and the door handle. Everything has faded on a different timeline. It's kind of crazy. It's the multiverse of fades back here, but that's okay. Knee room actually good, headroom good too. This is a pretty decently sized sedan, so you're gonna be able to fit your buddies back here, no problem. Let's go hop around the very back. We'll take a quick look at the trunk and cargo space, and then we'll talk about the looks. All right, so we're on the back of the Lancer ES from 2005, popped it from inside, and there you go. Again, like the back seats, I don't get many amenities back here, if anything at all. I do get this kind of cool sticker that actually has a Lancer on it. I like that little touch to it, but other than that, nothing really going on back here. That's what the trunk looks like. There you go. Now we gotta talk about the looks, and I don't really love the look of the Lancer. I think it is sort of that macaroni styling a little bit, where I love it just because of the era. I grew up in the 2000s. When this car came out, I was in third or fourth grade, I believe. And so I saw these all the time, and so it's that cool, comforting style for me. But something I do love about the exterior is actually the exterior color. It's just black, but Mitsubishi calls it Labrador Black Pearl. This is the first time I've heard of a color being named after a dog. Kind of like that. With all of that being said, let's get on to my final thoughts. What do I think finally driving a Mitsubishi Lancer ES from 2005? Well, I think this car is not underwhelming, but also not overwhelming. It's perfectly mid, as the kids say these days. Things I don't like is the interior quality. A lot of the things are scratched in here, or chipped, or things like that, and for a vehicle with only 61,000 miles, I would hope that it wasn't certainly that way, but it is, and that's okay. The engine power is However, a big redeeming quality of this car is that manual transmission. It is very, very fun. It feels great. It gives me a bunch of confidence, and I love driving it. This could be a very sporty, fun car if you drive it at its limits, if you really push it and twist it and poke it. It will be fun. It will be fun to drive. And so normally in videos like this, I say, oh, but I wish the manufacturer made a sporty, fun version, because I could see those sporty, fun elements sort of creeping in, but not quite fully. Well, I don't have to say that about this car, because Mitsubishi did go ahead and make a sporty, fun version of this car, and we know it as the Evo, and it's one of the best cars ever made. So I can't knock this thing too hard. If you're looking for an engaging little sedan to get you around town on the secondhand market, take a look at these. No, it's not gonna feel like a Bentley on the inside, but you know what? That's okay. Not every car has to. I don't know, even through its little faults, I find joy in this little machine. Just something about it. Maybe it's that Labrador paint. Maybe it's encompassed the spirit of a Labrador. Let's go with that. Yeah, let's stick with that. This has the spirit of a Labrador. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to North Naperville Autos for letting me take out their Lancer. This thing was really, really cool. It was really cool to dive into it with you guys today. They are absolutely awesome. They offer financing as well as they are Carfax certified, and they do offer nationwide shipping. So if you're down in Killeen, Texas, you can have a vehicle shipped to you from North Naperville Autos. Huge thank you to them. Their information is down in the description below. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.